The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Go. Hey, middle.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. A little juke. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 50. Line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one complete to Liggett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Young to throw it. Got a man. That's Liggett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Third down and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and very long.
You at X. Hey, report. Report. 13. Yeah.
Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
180.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. The Ravens at 10-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
No, we changed it.
Jackson will throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Tucker's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
You look at this Baltimore defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Young to throw it. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You at X. Report. You at X.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. .10 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing, Young. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That one completes him again. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
A give up the middle. Hubbard shreds the tackle. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second and 9 from the 44. Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Young now. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Looking to throw, Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Danny Gray, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Hey, report. Report. Alpha.
Jackson. He's got a man, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jackson now. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Middle. Hey, Ozzie, check out. 180. Report.
To throw is Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Middle. You at X.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and 5.
Hey, report. It's on. 13. Hey. Get on.
From the gun, Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Ravens 17.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah. What are you? 13. Hey, Ozzie. Go ahead.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes the pick, and the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the shotgun, it's Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And got his man complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Now a handoff up the middle. Denton. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey.
Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Middle.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Young. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Young to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Young. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. Up the middle they go. Denton. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Now a handoff up the middle. Denton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, report. Report.
Here's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open.
Here's a diving catch right side. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Now Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews from 21 yards away. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
In motion, Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing, Young. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. In motion goes the tight end. Young now. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Again, it's Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 43. Up the middle they go. Denton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Jackson. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Thielen going to go in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Darius Slayton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. Why not? Sit on.
Throwing, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Report. Go ahead. Ready, shot. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Yo. Hey, Ozzy. Go right here. Sit up.
Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. This is 1st and 10. And here's Young. This might be a free play. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now 1st and goal. Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, go.
Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Panthers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.